Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises and glory and honor unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers teaching this truth and sincerity. And also shalom to the few brothers and sisters that support in this truth and the ministry as well. Alright, so I just want to talk about something that takes place in Canada. Alright, this major phone company, Bell. Alright, they have their initiative of raising money for the mental illness. All right, this is the one of Esau's scapegoats, and in being to be looked at positively in this world, to be looked at as the hero. Okay, so here we have a phone company raising money for mental illness, and people now actually understanding that these phone companies are part of the reason why people have mental illnesses to begin with. Okay, the radiation of these cell towers, the cell phones. All right, the cell phone providers are in league with the cell phone companies. Okay, they allow the radiation and all this stuff to take place. Okay, all right, what are the effects of these of the radiation on our bodies? It's not positive, because definitely not supposed to be here for us anyways. Okay, it's definitely not to our benefit. Okay, all the things that come with it, with the radiation. Okay, cancer and mental illness. So here you have a company that's raising money for something that they're part of the reason for. All right, and that's to show you that's how the devil operates. Okay, the devil is gonna cause the problem and also offer the solution and make it seem like he's doing something good. Okay, so we see this year they raised almost $7 million. Okay, whatever people do, they text in, say they hashtag Bell Let's Talk, and then the company donates the money to mental illness. All right, so their job is to fight the mental illness stigma. Okay, so 5 simple ways to end the stigma and start a conversation. Stigma can often prevent those struggling with a mental illness from seeking the help they need. Okay, so they offer the solution, right? But they're part of the problem to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And they've been doing this for years. Okay, but nobody's actually going to them and be like, "Yo, what the hell? You guys are part of the reason why people are bugging out." Okay, all these cell towers, the radiation's not doing no good to our bodies. You know what I'm saying? It has a negative effect on us. Okay. Even they even show you in these movies, man. It was the movie Kingsman. Okay, so what had happened was people got chipped, and then the cell phone company was able to trigger their moods. Okay, they were able to trigger their mood swings. So then in the movie, everybody started getting angry and fighting each other. Okay, so that just goes to show you that these technologies have a negative effect on our body, man. They don't just put these things in movies and shows for the hell of it. They do this because they're actually doing it in real life, and you guys are not even taking it in and understanding. Okay, so whatever their measly $7 million to friggin' mental health, that's not doing shit. Okay, all right, I'm uncovering the lies on this place, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The men of the Lord are uncovering the lies on Babylon, man. Okay, not just myself. Okay, through the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, man. We're uncovering Babylon, man, because they're trying to make it seem like they're doing so great, and everybody's thinking, oh, Bell, this company Bell, okay, is doing something so great. All right, when they're part of the problem. All right, so they offer you a solution, but they're not telling you about their technology and what's going on and the amounts of radiation taking place in their 4G LTE technology, and soon to be the 5G technology that apparently they're not even testing. They just want to put it onto use so they can push that chip out, man, because they want the chip to be operating on the highest frequency possible, man. Okay? And that's definitely gonna, if you take that chip, that's definitely gonna have a negative mental effect on you, man. All right? Best not take that chip, man. Because this is what it's all coming down to, man. Them being able to control your mood. Okay? Alright, it says study shows 30 minutes of exposure to 4G LTE cell phone radiation alters brain activity. Okay? So that just goes to show, man, this technology that's out here, it's not for our benefit, man. Obviously we use it because we live in this world, you know, we're users of this world, not abusers. But ultimately it's not for to our benefit, and it's not to the earth's benefit at all either. Okay? Alright. So as researchers exposed the right ear of 18 participants to LTE radio frequency radiation for 30 minutes, the absorbed amount of radiation in the brain was well within international cell phone legal limits, and the source of the radiation was kept 1 centimeter from the ear to eliminate study biases. The researchers employed a double-blind crossover randomized design exposing participants to real and sham exposures. The resting state brain activity each participant was measured by magnetic resonance imaging twice, once after exposure to LTE radio frequency radiation, and then again after the sham exposure. The results demonstrate that the radio frequency from the LTE 4G technology affects brain neural activity in both the closer brain region and in the remote region, including the left hemisphere of the brain. Okay, so that goes into detail on how, alright, the radiation affects the brain. Okay. So cell phone exposure and disease. The study established short-term exposure to LTE radio frequency radiation affects brain activity. The long-term effects of these exposures have yet to be studied, but there is already considerable evidence linking these exposures to a myriad of adverse biological effects, including sperm damage, DNA breaks, increased glucose in the brain, weakened bone, genetic stress, immune system dysfunction, effects on unborn children. Okay, so you wonder why people are depressed and all these things. Here's a slight reason why, man. Okay, more worrying is the link between these exposures and the long list of diseases such as Alzheimer's disease, autism, brain tumors, breast cancer, brain cancer. Okay. Says more research is needed on the effects of LTE and the forms of cell phone radiation, but the evidence is already compelling. Many scientific and medical experts are sounding the alarm. Alright? That's exactly what we're doing here, man. We're sounding the alarm on Bell, man. Because Bell's trying to make it seem like they're doing something good, but they're part of the problem. You know? But I'm just going to back this up with scripture, man. Because I just thought that I should bring this up. Because you people that are actually supporting this, whatever, that doing the hashtag and supporting Bell, man. Bell's part of the problem. You guys don't even know it, man. All right, so this is Job 9 and 24. So the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. So simple as that. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked, man. All right. You have the head of Bel. You think they give a fuck? You think they give a fuck about person on the average person with a so-called mental illness? They can care less, man. All right. That's just what they do as part of their philanthropy scapegoat, man. That's what all these Edomites want to be now. You Edomites, you so-called white people, you guys want to say you're philanthropists, all right, and leaders of the world and all this stuff, and making tomorrow a better place and all this shit that you guys believe in, man. But we know what you guys are really about. Okay, you guys are full of shit, man. You guys are, all right? The gig's up, man. All right? This is Isaiah 24 and 4. So the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. All right? Says that, and so it goes into the point: the world languish and fadeth away. Part of that reason being is radiation technology. Okay, you don't think the animals are feeling adverse effects of this as well? Not just humans. Okay, the animals as well, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff, it has a play, man. Everything has an effect. The radiation has a negative effect. All right, as this is one reason why the earth is languishing, man. And as well as the people as well. The people are languishing as well. You know? What does it to me? What does it mean to be languish? To be feel weak, all right, feeble. You know, a mental illness. You don't have full control of your mind. You know what I'm saying? At that point, if you're in a depressed state, you know, you might feel suicidal. Okay, so you people are languishing as well, man. All because of the devil, the so-called white man, and his so-called great technology. You know, everybody thinks because they have an iPhone that they're in some enlightened society. Just because you have an iPhone doesn't mean you're in an enlightened society. Okay? Because if we go into the technology behind it, the radiation that's being emitted from that iPhone, you know, you might think twice about getting that iPhone. And yeah, people have iPhones. Okay? I'm not saying not to get an iPhone. Whatever your choice is yours. You know, we're users of this world, but not abusers. Okay? So obviously we need to stay in contact with brethren, you know, people, close friends and family, stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You got to use wisdom in this point. All right. Also, the Most High is taking care of us in the sense that, you know what I'm saying? Any ailments that would come upon us, he would defend it against us, you know, for the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay? So we're not ignorant of Bell's technology. Not just Bell, Rogers, you know, Telus. You know what I'm saying? All these major phone companies, or, you know, if you go in the States, you got, who do you have? You have Verizon, you have AT&T, you have T-Mobile, you know, much more. But like the list can go on. All right, but we're not ignorant of the technology that they're using to power their system, man. Okay, and ultimately power the RFID microchip. Okay. All right. This is Psalms 55 and 21, man. So the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Who's his so-called white man? But war was in his heart. Okay. So why is his words smoother than butter? Because he's trying to make it seem like he's doing something great for the people, for the nation, or whatever. You know, his initiatives and all that stuff that he wants to take pride in. You know, anti-stigma on mental illness. You know what I'm saying? Well, It doesn't matter, man, because he actually is waging war with the people as well. All right. East doesn't Esau want to get the population, cut the population down to 500 million? All right. So that's one way he's gonna cut down the population. Bug everybody out through radiation and you know, through technology. The radiation that's being emitted from this technology, it's gonna bug everybody out. They're gonna have mental illness. You know, some might be suicidal. That's probably that's one of his many swords, man. That's one of Esau's swords that he's using on the people, man. All right. His words are softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. Okay, because there's nothing in this society that the so-called white man touches that's gonna be a benefit to you, man. Okay, he'll make something. It might be intended to do something great, but it has an adverse effect, or it comes with a opposite. It comes with a downfall. You know, that's the so-called white man. Okay, but yeah, I just have to bring that up, man, because people are getting all bugged out, hype over some Bell Let's Talk. But fuck Bell Let's Talk, man. Okay. All right, and you people with mental illness should wake up to this as well, man. Wake up to the fact that Bell's a friggin' fraud. Okay, but yeah, man, that was a point. I have to bring that out. But yeah, Shalom.